Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready to start from Indian Grave Gap, going to Dick Gap. So 1.7 miles to Trey Gap, and this is an interesting section of wood. These trees are interesting. It's a beautiful path so far. I am currently headed up to Trey Mountain from Indian Grave Gap, and this is the day that we're having. It's rainy. It's kind of just sprinkling right now. It's supposed to rain all day. This is a 14-mile day for me. I'm slack packing. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful, beautiful walk. I am having the best time. It is just beautiful today. I've really appreciated the comments that you've shared, and I had several of you ask me to post my excerpt of the video that I cut because I said it was too emotional, and I really struggled with doing that or not, but I posted it. And for those of you that that's not your cup of tea, I apologize, but in an effort to be honest and transparent about my journey of healing and what I'm experiencing on the trail, I felt like that was probably the right thing to do. So it's out there, and I hope it's okay. I want to dedicate today's video to Elke. She lives in Germany, and she is a wonderful supporter and encourager, and she, like Roland, almost writes me every day, and she is actually an artist, and she sketches me little hand drawings every day to inspire me, which always bring a huge smile to my face. So Elke, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for staying with me, for encouraging me, and for being there always. You are a wonderful single mom, you're a great hiker, and you give terrific advice. You really do. I appreciate you. Thank you. This is what the trail looks like as you're coming up. You can see the white blaze right there, and there's another white blaze right up here that tells you which way to go over these boulders. And it's unfortunate that that is the viewpoint. We're completely socked in and we can't see, and yet this is just positively glorious for me today. It is so pretty. And the foliage on these paths is just, it's like right at your elbows. It's beautiful. This is an awesome, awesome day. I wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you while the rain stopped. You know, I've been a little frustrated the last couple of days because I have seen a lot of detritus and graffiti on the trail, and you know, I don't appreciate seeing that. I don't understand why people feel like they have ownership of what is a national area or a, you know, national forest. And so the graffiti in the shelters has been what's written is not offensive. It's just people's names and dates and everything. But, you know, that's just not what those shelters are for. And not to me. That's just my conviction. I'm not trying to speak for anybody else or try to make anybody feel guilty. That is just how I feel about it. And, you know, other than that, the trail has had a lot of beauty, and I don't concentrate on those things, but those are things that when I see them, I just kind of cringe a little bit. As I'm standing here, the fog is kind of rolling in sheets, and it's so pretty. It's like the clouds are just passing by me personally. How beautiful is that? Okay, everybody, I've gotten to Trey Mountain Shelter. That's going to be down this blue blaze, and if I turned this way, you can see the blaze up on that tree to continue on the AT. But I want to actually walk this way because I want to Trey Mountain Shelter looks like and take a picture of it. It doesn't say how far in it is. And because it's so socked in, you can't really see anything. So we'll just hope it's not very far. So let's come into sight. So let's go up there and see what it looks like. Whew, almost lost it there. And it's muddy. Well, that seems like a nice shelter. And there you go. That looks like it'll sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 people. Maybe. They have a table and chair over here to the side. They have another table and chair set over here. I'm going to show you this fire ring. This is one of the nicest fire rings. This is the nicest fire ring I have seen since I have started. And somebody must have been here last night because I can feel the warmth coming off of those embers. That's beautiful. When you walk up to the shelter, if you turn to the left, the privy is right down here. Let's go see what that looks like. It's in better repair than the privy that was at Low Gap Shelter. That one needed some serious help. Everything is nice and clean and tidy. This is very, very different than Low Gap Shelter. Very different. And you can just see the shelter right there. And the bear hangs are right here. Right there. Hey everyone, we have come to Swag of the Blue Ridge, and the trail heads off that direction. This trail just continues to be absolutely beautiful. I just can't imagine what it's like when this is in full bloom. And the tree formations, so interesting to me. These are rhododendrons, so that must be what they look like when they grow up into, no, those aren't rhododendrons. I don't know what those are. Anyway, this is just amazing. So pretty. And it's just it just goes up, down, kind of gently. And there are some rocks on the trail, but it's not too bad. It's pretty slippery, though, with this thick bed of leaves on top of this mud after it has rained for so many days. But I'm just going very slowly and carefully so I don't snatch my toe or my foot on a tree branch that I can't see underneath there. A lot of you have asked how, let me switch the camera around. Isn't that so pretty? Can't switch the camera yet. This is just too pretty. A lot of you have asked how I'm doing, how my knees are doing. My left knee is doing perfectly fine. My right knee is being pretty stubborn and giving me some pause, and that bruise on my chest is about the size of an orange now, except it's purple, green, and yellow. It's hideous. Anyway, but it's fine too. And I can't say enough about staying at Around the Bend Hostel. It has been incredibly wonderful. I've met the nicest people there. Turtle, I'm going to switch around now. Turtle actually came in around the bend yesterday, and he said Slow Ride would be in today. I can't wait to see those two again. They were funny. Boston left, and he's on his way up about 15 miles north, I think, so far from Dick's Creek Gap. So this is Addis Gap. Right there you can see a blue blaze, and it goes down this direction. Water is 0.5 miles down that way, and then the white blaze is right there on the tree for us to go up and continue on the AT. And we are in the Tray Mountain Wilderness. Isn't that so pretty? That is beautiful. I don't know if the beauty of what I'm looking at is going to be captured on this video, but this is just breathtaking. I love this. Hey everybody, so we have come up to Deep Gap Shelter, and that is some tree back there. That is huge. We're going to take a little walk back there. Unfortunately, that shelter is 0.30 off the trail, and so I do not feel like blue blazing 0.60 mile in addition to my 14-mile day and then my half-mile hike down from Dick's Creek Gap to Around the Bend. But this is the sign. So, and that tree is huge. I want to show you this forest. This forest is really interesting to me. It has got the most interesting trees in it. All these little shrubby kind of, I'll go here. I just find that very interesting. And look at this, my favorite. Look at that. Is that incredible? That is awesome. I think that's beautiful. There is a ton of that. Look how much that tree has on there. Very pretty. It's probably just me, but that opening right there looks like a bare footprint with the toes up at the top. You see what I'm saying? Does that not look that way to you? Like a, or maybe it's Bigfoot's paw print. That's actually pretty cool. Just look at this. Is this not something? I mean, this is just spectacular. I love this. I may have to stop in just a minute. This trail is pretty squishy and slippery. And we are going, you may not be able to tell from this video, but we're going on a kind of a steep decline. We're almost to Dick's Creek Gap. Can you hear it? Can you hear the water flowing? Oh, I love that. All right. Well, that's the end of our journey today. Oh, this has just been a big, 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 wonderful day. We made it! Dick's Creek Gap. Woohoo! I want to thank you all for watching today. Take care. I'll see you in my next video.